So we have your audio on your phone and we have your video up. And thank you so much for coming on today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Coach, first and foremost, what we always like to do is a sort of meet the team segment. We were mentioning Alyssa Dill and Abby Muckleroy before you came on, but what are some of the other big proponents of this team this year as a lot of young players coming into this AAC?
We have a lot of returning players. We probably the other two that you need to really think about are Summer Samron. She's really kind of makes us go. She's our point guard. Really can break down a defense. She does a nice job for us. Gianna DeLucia was also a second-team performer, all-conference last year. She's doing a really nice job for us here in the preseason. We have some talented juniors. We have Kate Sully, Carly Harmon, in addition to Abby Muck, Amy Rubin coming on. Alyssa Dill's sister, Cameron, played some point guard for us also. We have a couple seniors that won some letters in the past and some trying to get involved, Amelia Francisco and Deanna Mike. So we have a really nice rotation of 10 that are really playing time.
Coach, when you look at the schedule that you've put together, we were talking about the AAC before you came on. It's full of teams that are kind of putting more experience up, and I'm sure some teams lost some seniors, but some teams have a lot of experience coming back. When you look at the scope of the AAC, what are you expecting from the teams, and what are you expecting from your ability to compete in this league?
We sure hope to be in the thick of the race the entire year. I know there's a few teams that have some experience, but behind some of their experienced players are some youth. I would expect Howland to be strong as usual. That's always a huge rivalry for us. Boardman, I know they've struggled with numbers a little bit, some injuries, but we know we always get their best game. I think Warren is a big wild card because of the big three they lost, and even another couple other seniors who really helped them. So I'm not sure what to expect from them. Fish with a brand new coach. We got a lot of scouting to do to kind of prepare for them, but it's always an interesting mix with our league, and we sure hope to be there at the end and a chance to have a say in the conference championship.
What is the biggest thing you've seen in growth-wise from the team over the course of the summer that really excites you for this season?
This group is wonderful in terms of how hard they work. We've had some of the most competitive practices we've ever had in the preseason. They've spent as much time together as a group working on their skill. They really surpassed the expectations we had. So we think that gives us a chance, being a really small Division I school in the tournament. But I couldn't be prouder of the effort they put in. They're committed. They want to be great, and they've sacrificed a lot to really try to improve.
Coach, you talked about the tournament and how hard it is for you guys being a small Division I team. So that means you have to go and schedule a lot of tough opponents in the regular season to prepare you. What are some non-conference teams that pop up into your season that you think will really get you ready for tournament time?
Well, we opened up a week from Saturday with Massillon Perry at home here. We lost to them in the regular season away, and then we were fortunate enough to beat them in the tournament. They're a really experienced team. They have almost every starter back. Tough one. Our second one, we go away to West Branch at 2-4 Thanksgiving. Then we follow it up with Marlington the Friday after Thanksgiving, and then we go up to a team that's been really tough for us in the past. We're at Stowe. So throwing those guys with a typical Ursuline Mooney, South Range, Poland twice. Stowe's always got a strong program. We like to really challenge ourselves, and especially those first four, we're going to find out how good we are really quick.
Coach, we always like to do a sort of meet the staff segment too, because we know how important your assistants are on the course of the season. So give a chance to shout out your assistants and some other big proponents that are going to be helping you out along the way this season.
Sure. It's kind of interesting. I coached for Coach Pavlansky almost my entire career. He was the head coach, and we've pretty much flip-flopped roles. He's our JV coach, and it's really nice to have that experience on the sideline with him, and he does a great job just doing extra for our program. Krista Johnson is our 9th grade coach. A lot of people remember her from Boardman. She really has a vibrant personality. She's young. The girls love her. She's done a great job for us. Our 8th grade coaches are very experienced. They both coached more than 20 years. Our 8th grade coach is Jim Harmon. He came over from the boys' side about 6 years ago. And, Mike Merritt, he also did some of the boys and came over, and he's been there about 4 or 5 years for us. The great thing for me as a varsity coach is when I'm going to go to the practices, I know that they're getting a varsity experience at the middle school. So I couldn't be more pleased with the staff we have.
Coach, before we let you go, I want you to give a chance to give a shout out to the Canfield community. I know they support you so much, and this year, going to be able to let them back in the gym to support this team. What's the support of Canfield mean to you, and how much do you like interacting with the fans of Canfield and getting their support on this girls program?
We really missed them last year. You know, having the parents, it was great, but, you know, we play a lot of Saturday night games, and we have pretty big attendance on those games, and it just adds a little more juice to the game. The girls enjoy playing in front of people. I couldn't be more blessed to be in a community that not only supports the boys' programs, but they want their girls' teams to be really, really good. And, you know, that means everything to our girls because they don't always get the credit they deserve that the guys sometimes do, but they work just as hard, if not harder. So I know we're thrilled to have fans back in the gym, and, you know, we're hoping to have some great crowds this year.
Coach, I said it before, one of the reasons why I'm where I'm at and I'm such a big fan is how you treated me when you were the head coach of South Range. I was just a measly fan. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate you coming on and talking with us today and all the time you give us. I look forward to coming out for a Canfield game and supporting you guys all season, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
I appreciate having me on. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but we figured it out, didn't we?
We got through it.
We always figure it out, Coach, and we thank you. We'll see you again real soon.
Hey, thanks for your support. I appreciate it.